Yo, yo, yo. Hello, hello, hello. What is good? What is up, everybody? I think I'm able to stream now. This is looking like 6 MB. So let me just quickly check and we'll start. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. So stream is good. I'm going to get on for the modeling for today. I was supposed to be on earlier. I was ready by 9 to go, but network said something else. So today we're going to be tackling, let's look for it, headphones right here. And I've looked for one. It's called the Microsoft Surface headphones. And that's just what we're going to do today. I'm just going to get started without wasting too much of time. So I'm going to bring in a plane and just start creating this loop right here. I'm going to scale down. I'm going to GX all the way out, just like so. And this point, I'm going to select, I'm going to extrude this, rotate, scale this down. Same applies to this, scale down. I'm going to extrude this, also rotate, scale down, extrude this, extrude right here. I'm going to extrude one more time. Extrude, rotate, scale that down. Right, I can G to this point, rotate, scale, and G this, and then I can extrude this slightly. So we have this. I'm going to mirror this to the other side, just like so. And that mirror, I'm going to apply that mirror. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to come to the side view. Let me check the stream one more time, just to be sure. All right. Looks like it works. All right. Looks like it works. Okay, so we're going to go on to GY, this out of the way, just like so. And I'm going to extrude this out. All right, so on this side, I want to GY again, extrude this out onto the side. And then I'm going to just bring this into position just like so. GY, GY, GY into position. So that looks good. I'm going to mirror this to this side, and I'll probably mirror to the other side also. So yeah, this is like a base for that. Ideally it should be smoother, and if I want to make this smoother, I can just add a bevel to it and then add a subdivision surface, and we have something that looks good. But I don't want to do all of that now because we still need to figure out other aspects of this model. So I'm going to do auto smooth, and right here I'm going to select these two faces and just insert it. Right, I'm going to subdivide it, and then I'm going to convert that into a circle. So right on the side here, I can scale this a little, scale. All right, also would like to rotate. Let me do the circle again. Also would like to rotate this slightly, just like so. Okay, that's good. So in front here, I can just scale and then extrude this surface out, just like so. So I'm going to just rotate this a little bit and move this into position. So this is what we are looking like at the moment. I can always select this loop around here without this and this, and bevel it later, but we're not going to do that now. That is for later. So the remaining part of this, I have some references open here. I just want to see how it connects and then figure out our own from there. So it looks like the joining from here goes into this one and this. Okay. So it's more like this right here. I'm going to rotate this first. Move this into position. Scale, no. I want to scale it a little bit first, and then I'll duplicate this down a little bit. I can scale it, and then I can extrude this out just like so. All right. So for this inner compartment, I can select all of this, right? And I can insert and just create something that makes it look like both are connected, right? So we have that. I'm going to select these vertices again, and from the look of things, it looks like it's tilted a bit. It's not like flush straight like this. It looks like it's rotated just like so, and it's in this position. So I'm going to scale this slightly, and this is good. But I don't think this right here is actually good. And the reason I don't think it's good is that this edge is not like flush. It doesn't sit correctly. Why? Okay. So right here I can scale and just move on the G slightly. Right here, I want to delete these faces because I don't know why this looks like so. So I'm going to grid fill, and this looks good. So next I'm going to create let's see. I want to create this thing, but I think I need to create this left side of the ear first. Then I would extract a mesh from this one to create this part that attaches this to here. So I'm going to add in a cylinder, rotate 90 SX, and with this I can G into this position, rotate just like so, R SXX YY. This is so for this part, I want to scale down and just get it well into position, like it needs to sit properly in position. So right here is good, but I will need to rotate this slightly. And then for this face, I'll come to the side view and scale it down, and then just use G to bring it out like this. And then I'll scale it down again. So we know that we have created this part. And in order to get this second part, I can extrude that again. Let me just do it now. Oh no, I don't want it to face that way. Oh, let me just extrude, then I can move to my desired position just like so, and scale down just like so. So that looks good. Right here, I want to select this face. Let me see what it looks like from this view. I want to select this face and make a separate selection from that. So from this, I can scale this so it's the size of this puffer, and I can extrude just like so. Still think the puffer needs to be bigger, so I can increase this in scale just like so, and I can select this, apply scale, and just bevel all of that just like so. So I think we pretty much have this segment. It's just to make sure things are connected properly and we have kind of like the right details too. So the first detail I want to add is this line right here. So I'm going to select this line and then I'm going to bevel it, and then I'm going to extrude along the normals. Then another detail is this line right here. So I'm going to select this face, insert, but I need to apply that scale first. Insert, and then I would insert again, but I'll go back to this line and then bevel that and extrude along normals. Okay, cool. Other details I need to add is this right here, and there's a circular dot right here. So I want to add this. I can select these 4 points, bevel that, and then just extrude inward just like so. That's cool. And then this, I can just select this face, insert, I can subdivide that. Maybe subdivide, no, convert that into a circle, rotate the angle of that circle, scale it down a little, and from this I can maybe scale down a little more and extrude in. All right, so that's that about the detail for this. I'm going to shade auto smooth, and again, just a reminder, I'm still going to add a bevel to this and probably also add a subdivision modifier. For this face outside here, I feel like it's a face outside here, so I want to isolate this. On this face, I want to insert and insert. So that should be okay for that face. Then the puffer, I want to add a loop right here. I think there's a line there. I'm going to add this loop, extrude along the normals, and then for this part right here, I want to, let's see. Okay. So it's a little bit of a circle, but it's more like this. G up onto this point, right? And then right here. So on the side view, I can just bring this down to this point like so. And then this face, I would like to SY, but no. So maybe I can just insert and insert again. So we have the detail that we would need to create this part. I think the only part that remains now is this loop right here. So I'm going to select a loop, bring it to this point, select one more and bring it to this point. All right. So I'm going to select this face As a matter of fact, this line needs to come out to this point. Select this face all the way through, no, all the way through to this. We're going to stop around somewhere here. And I'm going to Shift D, separate that selection. I'm going to select all of that, and I can select this. I can insert it, right? And then can convert that into a circle. And the aim of this now is to figure out a way to connect these two. I need to figure out a way to connect these two. So first thing I want to do is I want to Alt S, bring this above the surface. And then this shape that we have here, I want to G and just bring it up slightly. So I would insert this just like so. And then this circle that I created right here, I can insert that too. Oh, and delete these faces. Oh, what's going on? Let me isolate this and know how I'm going to treat it. Right here, these faces come down into a circle again, work on the angle, right? Slash, and then I'm going to select, honestly, I want to isolate this one. And then this is going to join to this, just like so. So looking at this inner one, I see that it has, let me isolate it first and see. Oh, see that it has how many vertices. Why is this not flat? Wow. Okay, I think we can manage this. I'm going to select this face and delete the faces. And with selecting this, I'm going to see how many vertices are here. There are 12 vertices. And I'm going to make sure that I have 12 vertices on this also. On this. So in order to have 12 vertices, I'm going to, let me subdivide first and then delete the faces. And let's see how many are here. Circle, work on the angle, delete faces, Y, select L, and then scale this down a little. How many vertices are here? 12. That's good. And then select this two, and then I can write and then link both. So these two are now linked together. What I can do is kind of look at it again and see what it looks like. I think it curves here. I don't think it joins on the side around here. I can select, you know what? I can select this and just move it as its own separate mesh and delete all of these vertices. Right? So in order to join this, I want to select this edge and just extrude outward like so. Right, and then I'm going to extrude along normals. So on this side of, honestly, I feel like this needs to go in a little bit. This is too thick. I'm going to extrude again slightly, and then all of this edge, I'm just going to GG all the way in. GG, isolate this. I also want to GG this. GG. Oh. Can I do Alt S? Okay. Alt S brings it in. Good. I think Alt S is to shrink the mesh. So this is okay. So in order to connect both of them, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 edges here. I think right here it already has 2. I just need to add 2 more. Right? And then maybe these vertices needs to be gone. And then right here, I want to add 1 edge to this side. And then down here, I can GZ. Okay. Or let me just extrude this out just like so. Go to the side view and make sure that is, in fact, I don't even need to extrude. I can just bring it down on the side view. So all of these faces here, I think including this one, need to be gone. Delete faces. Let's see if it connects. I don't think it does. But right here, we have 3 in the center. So that last face is not supposed to be among. Delete faces. I can join these 2, select this 4, and fill that face. So right here, I can fill. Let's see. Let me fill this first. Fill. And fill. Oh. There's an issue. If I add a loop right here, I think I can join these 2, merge at last, and then this would be a face on its own. Then I can fill this, subdivide this, connect this to this, have a face here, have another face here, right? Then right here, I can, no? I can fill this just like so, subdivide, then I can select this fill. Cool. This triangle here doesn't work, so I think I'm just going to create an edge here just like so, and then this edge is going to be deleted, and I can select this and fill. No, I can add, or I think this edge loop doesn't continue all the way. Oh my god, this mesh is already a mess. This journey is not supposed to be hard. Let me go all the way back again and try to join it again. This journey is not supposed to be, it's supposed to be just straightforward. As a matter of fact, I'm supposed to just be able to bridge both, and it just works automatically. So right here, let's see. We have 8 vertices, and right here we have 8 vertices. Why shouldn't I just join this and then select both loop and just bridge between, just like so? It looks twisted, but what if I try to correct the twist, and voila, like, I mean, what were we doing manually over there? That was just a headache. So this is cool. Down here we would see that there is, I'm going to bring this close in. There's a loop around here, so I'm going to curve this part. Right here, I'm going to bring cost. No, I'm going to bring cost selected. I don't think I do. You can just select these faces, insert those, convert this into a curve, rotate that, and just scale that down. I can select frame this just like so. Turn this into a circle again. Oh, turn it into a circle again. Rotate and view frame selected. Can I bring this up without distorting the mesh? Okay, I think I did. So this is going to be extruded into this just like so. So this is cool. And I think if I want to add a bevel to this, it should be able to apply properly. That bevel didn't apply properly. Merge by distance. I think I might have to add all of that bevel myself. Okay. So I think it's now time to start just tidying things up and like just tightening some of these lines, adding subdivisions to them. For example, this, I want to Q. I'm going to add the bevel. And then I'm going to add a subdivision on that. It looks like this line here doesn't curve properly. So I'm going to select this line, and if I can't rotate it into position, I would probably just bevel that to get a smooth transition on this side. So that is cool. This part is not cool. Oh. I'm going to reduce bevel. In fact, I don't think I can use this bevel anymore. I'm going to use something else. I'm going to select these bevels manually and just bevel them. Just like so. Add this. Add this loop and just bevel all of those. That's cool. I can add the subdivision and it works perfectly. I can do the same for this one. Thank God it's already selected. I can just bevel that, add the subdivision, and it doesn't exactly look good. And I think that's because of this point. So let me see if I can resolve the vertices at this point. I mean, we have all quads, so what's the issue? It's all quads, man. Do I need to add? So let's bevel again and see what we're going to get. Control B. Do I need to include this? All right. I think this is better. I just need to spread out this loops a little more. No lie, this one no good though. Let me try again. Maybe a slimmer bevel. Oh man. Should I add this edge? I don't think we need to add that edge. What if, let me add all of these vertices to a vertex group. I don't want to waste time selecting them anymore. But this right here, I want to dissolve all of this. And then I can select this vertex. Oh my God. I didn't include this one in the selection now. Then time to bevel. Let's try. It's looking like I just need to reconstruct this all over again. But I don't have the time to do that. This part, I'm going to select this and just insert once and extrude all the way out. So it looks connected down here. And I think there's something I can do to fix this because I feel like I can. Ctrl Z all the way back. This cylindrical base mesh is good. Like, no doubt in that. It is good. In fact, this cylinder here is good. What is distorting this is this stretch right here. I think around here is where we're having issues. So let me see if I can Alt S to bring it out. Dissolve this edge. I want to Alt S to bring this out. Let's do it from the top view and see if that is possible. No? Alt S, bring that out. In fact, let me do it to all of this. Alt S, bring that all out. And just GG above the surface. I think the part that everyone needs it is this part right here. Alt S. No. GG. Then C to bring it out. I mean, why this should work as a mesh? I don't understand. Let me see the stream. Let's see. Let me see the stream. Hey, Kutaji. Oh my God. Let me see the stream. Kutaji, what's up, man? This is crazy. Man, I appreciate you, Cherry. Trying to do this every day, and we still got prepare for office tomorrow. It's insane, but like, yeah, I shouldn't be done. I appreciate you like just stopping by and saying hello. Like, it means a lot, bro. Thank you. I'm just going to select this both vertices here and let's try our bevel again because this time it just got to work. Select, and I'm going to deselect all of this. You know what? Let me just reselect all these loops because this one is just going to take a whole lot of time deselecting. When I can just quickly reselect all the loops that I need. Loop selected. I think this right here too needs to be selected. And that is cool. I'm going to bevel this now, and then I'm going to add that subdivision. And hey, it's not working. Let me add this loop and try the subdivision again. I think this is a better flow actually. If I increase that subdivision, all these pinches will go. Let me take it up to level. Ooh, it's even worse. So could it be that the distance between this and this is too far? So maybe here needs extra loops. I must solve this one. Oh, like no vex. This one has to be solved. All right, let's bevel again. I don't have this part. Bevel again. This part is good. It's just I don't understand this part, man. Do I have double vertices there? No double vertices at all. Do I need to flip normals? Let me try. I'm really not happy with that side, man. I am not. What if I select this and Alt C, just bring it out? Let's try this again. One last time. If it doesn't work, I'm just going to work with this. All right, I'm just going to go to the next thing. I'm not going to spend forever on that. I'm going to shade that smooth. Right here, I'll select boundary loops. Select this and just add a little bit of a bevel. And I can add a subdivision to this and it doesn't look good. I'm just going to bevel this to make it look softer. This right here I can insert, and this looks good actually. So all of this I've created here. I want to mirror it to the other parts. I think including this needs to be mirrored. So this is our whole headset, but I think the proportions are off. Okay, it's not awful. Exactly at the same spots. Something that I think is not captured is if you look at, shout out to you, man. Um, if you look at this edge here, this edge has like a trim by the side. So I want to capture that trim in mind too. I would add this loop. Let me add that again. I'm going to bring it towards the edge right here. And I'll just bevel that. And I'll insert all of that normal. All right. So I think that is good. Except this part needs to be rounder. This part right here needs to be way rounder than it is right now. I'm going to undo. And then this part, I need to figure out a way to make this part much more rounder. Hmm. Can I? Let's see. Oh man. Let me see if I can unbevel this. Ah. You see all of this part here? I feel like I want to do it again. All the way to this part. And I think it's doable. This was kind of the easiest part for me to figure out. So I'm going to delete all of that face. Do it like so. I'm going to mirror this to the other part. Just like so. Select this space, extrude on the Y. Just like so. And voila. We're back to our initial position. Right here, I need to figure out, this was the reason why I had to do this part all over again, because this place needs to be rounder, exactly the way it is right now. So I'm going to deselect this part, bevel, right? And then this is going to have a separate bevel of its own. Or I think this is supposed to be bevel first. Round, right? And then this will now have its own separate bevel. So this will now be beveled like so. And if I add subdivision, everything is tight. So under here, I can just go and do all of those connecting stuff that I did. I'm going to apply my mirror modifier, all of this stuff. I will insert this, convert this into a circle, scale this. I need to scale from bounding box. Oh, where is this scaling from? Individual origins, scale. Wow. I don't understand where this is scaling from, but I don't have time to figure that out. turn this into a circle, rotate, and then on the side right here, I should be able to what's going on? Okay. I'm going to move this a little bit into position, just like so. And then I can extrude this all the way out. Rotate and G up to this point. I'm going to select boundary loops and then bevel that. So right here, I can turn off the subdivision first and then select this loop. Is that a good loop? I think that's a good loop all the way around. And then I can bevel this part. So that's cool. Turn back on subdivision and I think we have the full model. That's it. I'll have to come back texture this. I would make sure when I'm texturing, I make one white and I'm putting it down so I don't forget. White shading and this is going to be black shading. So yeah, RX90 GZ. I'm going to scale from individual origins and yeah, we got it. So yeah, that's about it, guys. Again, still kind of have a long way to go for these models. Headphones done. I don't know what I'm going to be doing next, but it's not going to be something too complicated. Let me see if Kotaje is still on. I just greet my boss. Kotaje dropped. I really appreciate you, man. Like, you just hanging around means a lot. I'll be on tomorrow. I really don't know the time right now. So I can't say same time, same place. The time varies. I can just decide to jump on anytime, and network is also a mess to where I can't determine that time. It's almost like network determines that time for me. So yeah, we'll be in touch tomorrow. So that's it, guys. So long, and until I see you in the next one. Peace. Oh no, before I go, let me save the project. I remember last time I didn't do it on stream and I didn't like the fact that I didn't do it on stream. So I'm going to go on. Let me save this. Where is it? Headphones is day 8. Headphones. All right. So save. Control S. That's done. I think something else I want to do is I want to pack all of that texture into the blend file. So pack resource, I'll pack the file. So yeah, that's it, guys. So long, and until I see you in the next one. Ciao.